right, what's up, guys? Wanted to look at this video this morning to see what's going on. So let's see. So overall, we are a little bit away from the buy zone, which we talked about earlier. But again, when you look at it from a buying opportunity, it's buy zones relatively speaking. I know my sweet spot, but pretty much you're in the lows. And so, of course, when you're in the lows, it's always a buying opportunity, right? So you buy low, sell high. But for this, again, I say that only to say this is a great buying opportunity to accumulate your HODL tokens. But we are not in the business of trading this. We don't look to go in and out. Again, like we keep talking about, the 10% taxes will really make it difficult for you to kind of have maximize your profit if you're going in and out. Instead, we want to focus on accumulating our positions to gather more HODL tokens while increasing our reflections in our daily BNB rewards. So again, let's go into it. Let's go into the charts. Let's see what's going on. First level I want to look at is the 4 hours. Let's see what's going on in 4 hours. If we look, this was the massive pullback that we saw, and with the quick pop back up. And so if you took advantage of it down here like we did, we bought in some here, we bought in here, we bought right here when it pulled and stopped right there to only watch it take off. And we spoke about not chasing the market, waiting for it to come back to us. It came back, created a little bit of fake out right here where it normally would want to bounce back up and take off. And low volume, it drifted down. And then we're making another run now to these levels. And so I'm watching this because it's very interesting. Here's what I'm seeing. So normally when you have a low volume, you get this and you start to create a little ways sideways action, right? So you come down, no conviction, and then what you'll do is you'll go back up, no conviction. And so you end up being in a channel or channel bound until you could break out there. So this is what I'm going to be watching for to see if it comes back up here. Does it turn back up? And so I'm watching that to see what happens. I really like to look at the 4 hour time frame. The reason we start off with the 12 is just to see what's above us, what's going on. I kind of use the 12 hour as my daily. But anyway, so this is what's going on right now. Normally speaking, what would happen here is that you would get it to approach this area here, or this resistance area right here, and then it would roll over, right? And then go back, continue down with the downward trend. Similar to what we saw here, right? Come to this resistance area and then roll back down, pull back to a resistance area and roll down. So right now we are here, and we know that this is a point right here. It's not a very convincing support area, given that we broke it here. But let's see what happens, right? So let's see as we approach this resistance area, do we roll back down? So that's what I'm going to keep an eye out for. All right, so now let's move down to the, so we know in the 4 hour chart, we are approaching a very critical point. And in the 1 hour chart, we are looking to break into starting an uptrend. And so the last time we were here, we broke through with conviction and we knew we were off to the races. So let's see what happens today. So today we approached this resistance area, rolled over a little bit without any conviction, made another attempt at it, and then rolled over again. So now let's see, do we have enough conviction to make it through and break through? If we break through, then we would start another uptrend. And so yeah, if we do that, I may look at what I want to do to kind of position myself But right now we are away from that sweet spot that I like, my buy zone that's below the 1500 down here. We did get in yesterday in a position, so but we only got in I've only put 50% of what I was going to put in, so I was waiting for the next support level uh, to put in some more, which was around right here, and then the final. Again, like I said, there was no way that I could tell you I was going to say that it's going to get down to these levels down here, but we did feel that these levels here are possibilities of it testing. And so if you noticed, it came down, no conviction really pop up and everything else. So this is why I'm watching for the sideways action, given that the low volume on the weekend. Let's see what happens. Today is Sunday, so let's see if tonight more volume comes in and really starts to kind of continue up that uptrend, because this is textbook pullback to a nice support area. Yes, we overran that support area, but not by much. Look at that. It's pretty much stayed right on that support area that we talked about yesterday. And so that's why we felt comfortable getting in a position. And so this is what we see right now in the 1 hour chart. All right, so let's zoom into the 30-minute, because what I like what I'm seeing at the 30-minute, because the 30-minute really helps me see the short-term trend. And so we changed the trend and started drifting down. We touched the support area that we just talked about, and we bounced around it all day yesterday, and then we started moving up. I like the fact that we broke through. I always say look for the pullback and then look for opportunity to get in. Pulled back, um, tried to make a turn, really didn't have enough buying power, came back down, and now it's making a run for it. So at this point, this is where you start to see whether or not you're going to be in a range bound, right? And so if it comes up here and it ends up turning over to test the support and go back, so we would look to see at what point does it break out of the channel. So right now it's starting down, only stays in the channel if it breaks through here and then bounces off the support. But let's see what happens. Let's see if the volume comes in today to continue this. But this is normally what I like to look for. And so what I normally do when I'm trading these types of patterns is wait for it to break through, pull back, and the closest I am to the support area, I would get in. The reason I always like to get close to a support area is that the further you are from a support area, the more heat you're going to feel as it comes back to test that support area. So for me, getting in around here doesn't give me that much heat as it comes down and tests that support area. So just rule of thumb, just something to think about. Always try to go in where it's broke through some type of level of resistance, came back to test that area, right? Broke through, came back to test it. Now, boom. Let's get in and see what happens. So this is a good buying opportunity. Not as good as here, all right? But nevertheless, it's a good opportunity. I would have loved anywhere down here to accumulate more tokens, but right now it looks like we're like doing what we thought it was going to do, pull back and start its run back up. So really excited, and a matter of fact, because I like this pattern so much on the 30-minute, I am going to add a little bit more in my position here because what I don't want is I don't want to chase it when this thing starts to go out. So this is another great opportunity to pick up some tokens, not at the low level, but I could tell you if this thing takes off, you are not going to see these levels for a little bit, because the next areas that it's really trying to challenge, it's going to try to challenge this recent high that was created last week. It is going to try to challenge this area. Yes, there's a couple more resistance areas that it needs to break through, but I am feeling good about it trying to test this high right here. So let's continue to watch this. But those of you guys that want to follow me, this is what I'm going to be doing today. Is I like what I see here, but again, I always tell you, be careful for the fake out. The reason I'm putting in a little bit in here is because one, I do think that we are close to the lows that we're going to see for a while. Definitely, this is a low that I don't think we're going to see for a while. But again, if we ever do, like I said, I know enough now to say that once we break through this, I am buying. I'm a buyer anywhere below here, but I'm throwing the kitchen sink at it down here. All right, so this is what I see for today is that we will continue. We bounced off that support that we talked about yesterday, when then now we're showing that we want to continue up. And the next level that I will be watching for is the one that we just talked about here. Let me draw that in so that we could see it. Uh, the point that I'm looking for us to break through is this resistance that pushed us down a little bit. So when you look at it at the 30-minute, it's going to be that short high that we had. Yeah, it's just right here. I'm looking. Once it breaks this, then whew, we're off to the next level. Yeah, I see a little bit of a accumulation going on here, but I'm not too concerned about this one. We did have a massive drop, so this is the next one that I'm going to be looking at. Is this? But yes, I do see a quick stop, a pause at 17. But let's see if we could get through here, and if we break this one, we're definitely going to challenge this. So that's what I see for this morning. I am working on that video, that recap video for the week. I do anticipate that will be out today, showing you guys how we did. So what I did is this week I opened my HODL token account last week, and I started trading on it. And so very interesting to see how we did. I won't ruin the surprise, but we started increasing our positions. We started the account, we'll increase our positions, and today I will let you guys know how we're doing. We'll be reviewing the tokens that were purchased, the quantities were purchased, and how we're doing there in regards to how much money we put in and what's the value now. We will be looking at the reflections received for the week as we grew our account throughout the week. And then we also will be reviewing how much BNB we collected. Again, so those are the two reasons why we're in this, right? For the reflections to increase our position, and to the BNBs for our passive income. The technical side, that allows us to, yes, we make money on that side as well. But if you follow these techniques, and if you follow this channel and you've done what we've been doing, you definitely maximized your buying power this week in regards to the purchases that we made. So I do anticipate that we're going to be up there, because obviously we were buying down here. Actually, no, we were buying down here, and when you look at where we are right now, we did that well. So now let's continue on with that trend. So please like and subscribe. That video will be coming out today, showing you how we did. But for today, really exciting to kind of see that we are going to try to attempt to break this resistance, and if we do, it's off to the next level. So really exciting stuff. But one thing I don't like on the weekend is the low volume, right? The low volume makes it feel like it's like watching paint dry. So if anything changes or we get any major movement or price action, I will make another video just to let you guys know what I'm seeing. But right now, this is it. So with that, I'd say thank you. I know this video was a little bit longer today, but I wanted to cover this and really show you guys what's going on and the key levels that you need to watch out for. And the last thing that I will say is that know what you're going to do at each one of these levels, right? So know where you're going to buy. And really, I'm not going to say sell, because we do not sell here, right? So you will never hear me saying we're selling. So just know when you're going to buy, the best buying opportunity, and the rest, collect your passive income and watch your account grow from the reflections. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.